So if anyone is out there, I'm just gonna try to be a little quiet. My fiance and the kids are sleeping. I just kind of wanted to. I just wanted to chat, I guess. Hi, I don't know who's in here, but I just decided that I wanted to go on live before bed. I know I've gone on live a lot today, but sometimes if I can't sleep, my brain automatically goes to lots of places when I'm trying to sleep. So, I figured, why not? Why don't we just get to chatting and see where our ideas and philosophies and just our thoughts take us? Let's discuss everything, for the good, the bad, the negative, the positive. Let's do it. There's no harm in it. It's good and it's healthy. And I feel like that's something everybody should do. Tell me, what do you guys but looking forward to? Me, I'm really looking forward to next year. Somebody's popping in and out quite a lot. I'm looking forward to next year. I'm getting married next year. And on that note, it also brings me to one of my biggest fears. And maybe I just watch too much horror podcasts, but I still say it with a smile. I always worry about the day I wake up and either my fiance doesn't wake up, or the day I don't wake up and he's there by himself. That's a scary thought to me. Anything ever happening to me and I have children, I want to make sure that I just make my life as long as possible for them. So those are, just my, always as a fiance, as a parent, those are some of my thoughts and thoughts that always pass through my mind, especially at night. I feel like we think of the most terrifying things at night, don't we? And it's kind of funny. I know I'm a Disney YouTuber, and I know that a lot of my content is happy-go-lucky, but I'm also very interested in the darker side of Disney. Like Peter Pan. The fact that they haven't made a Rumpelstiltskin movie or Into a Villain yet is kind of fascinating to me. Like, why haven't they done that one yet? And they've done Hades for God's sakes. Oh, hi Tiffy. Hi Jensen Snow. So, hey guys. So I'm just kind of. Oh, is Bax rating? Is Bax rating now? So thank you if you are. Hit the like and subscribe button. We're just chatting about the nighttime thoughts that creep into the head. Yeah. So Baxter, I know how sometimes you probably think that my brain goes to the darker places sometimes, but I feel as though it's very healthy to discuss those things that keep you up at night. So I think that's important. I'm being a little quiet. I definitely am being a little quiet because my fiance is sleeping. But I was discussing fears and what are your fears? And that's one of mine, not being around for my family and things like that later on in life. Even though I'm very young, I've seen things. I've seen terrible things, and I never want to live that. So there's that. But sure. Hi 000. Sure. What's your question? So, but I mean, I'm not even gonna humor that question, and that's just gross. But that's just really weird. I'm not even gonna humor that question. That's weird. It's not even so much anxiety, Jensen Snow. It's just the thoughts of mortality, and 000. I think you're probably going to want to find a different chat. I don't think you're gonna like this one. That's just me. And if Bax, if you can, I'm not sure if you can get him out of here, but that'd be great. Because questions like that, they make me feel kind of weird. What kind of question is that? I'm gonna totally ignore it and just say, you know, people are people, and probably all are not that pleasant in that regard. But no, it was just nighttime thoughts I was having, and said, you know what? Everyone has these thoughts. Even people who work at Disney, I'm sure, even face characters, and you know, it's healthy to express it. It helps you sleep easier at the end of the night knowing that you're not crazy and that you can relate to somebody. Um, the person's name is 0000 backs. ZHERO. Because that's kind of a weird, inappropriate, gross question, and it's just me. I mean, maybe it's just me. I'm very proper, even though I do swear. You know, I'm very proper. I don't ask immature, gross questions like that. That's just me. I actually would rather have real discussions with people. You know, he can have a timeout if that's better. You know, if that works better. You know, I'd rather not ban people. But I can't. Oh, I don't know how to. I really have no idea how to make people mods. But not on Streamlabs. I have no clue. Yeah, I feel like it's important. It's important that people have these thoughts, and you know, I know it's going to be viewed as negative, but it's not. It's human nature to have these thoughts and reflect on yourself every now and then. And anybody who's ever said that they don't have those thoughts ever is probably lying. I mean, because I have a very happy life, you know, and I have a wonderful life. I'm getting married in Disney. I'm getting married in Disney World. You know, I'm a Disney Instagrammer. I go to an awesome cosmetology school. I have awesome kids. And I don't think my life can really be better. But thank you, Jensen Snow. But realistically, we all have these thoughts. I mean, if we didn't, you know, the Disney villains wouldn't even be a thing. Hi, Dallas County Scratcher. Hit the name. Hit their name. Yeah, all that did was turn my camera around so you can see my TV. Let's see. Magic Kingdom, hit their name, and it will say a moderator. See, I don't know. I wish somebody was here to show me this because I'm touching the names and nothing's happening. Yeah, I don't know. It's okay. It's whatever. But no, it's like around 9:47 here, and my fiance, he works at Pratt and Whitney. He makes helicopter parts or helps make helicopter parts. He can explain it better than me. He wakes up around 5 and he has to go to bed super, super early. I can never do that. I just can't. I try. I lay there all night and I end up on streams. I end up muting streams just so I can be in them and chat, and just so I'm not waking him up. And that's just kind of stinks because like I don't want to get out of bed 9 times out of 10 because I'd rather cuddle up, but I don't want to wake somebody up either. But that's why I'm out here. I'm like, I can't go to sleep at 9:30. I'm like one of those people, I go to bed at like 11, 12 o'clock, realistically. That's when I usually am used to going to bed. And I wake up at like 5 a.m., which sounds nuts. Let's see, she's on Streamlabs. Dallas, I think you can only do that through, yeah, Tiffy, you might be right. This is the only streaming service that I use right now because I can't do it through YouTube because I don't have enough subscribers. And so if you are listening out there, please hit that bell. You know, hit the subscribe button because that will allow me to eventually go live through YouTube. I go to bed when I feel like it because I'm an adult. Yeah, it's pretty much it. And I'm such a night owl and I just wake up early. It's just my internal clock. I'm used to it. You know, I am the kind of adult that I like my time with my fiance just being me and him. And a lot of the times if it's me and the kids, I love my kids. absolutely do. But like, I get frazzled because there's two of them and there's going both going at once and they both want something and they're usually at war. So I mean, usually unless there's one of my friends around, like my friend Shauna this afternoon was helping bake a cake, and then they're angels, you know. Oh, hi, iRifle 187. Hey, Gemma. Oh wow, so many people today. But yeah, I just thought it might be a. I mean, this is like for me, this is a lot of people. Um, I just wanted to pop in. So, I mean, like, how many of you guys are engaged? Or how many of you guys have a significant other? Just curious. Oh, I Rifle 87. Never apologize for missing a stream. I miss streams all the time. And I do my best. Or sometimes I just don't have the energy to keep a stream on for a very long time. And we'll just pop in and say hello. Never apologize. I Rifle 20. I Rifle 87. I'm 32, and I'm engaged. So there you go. Gemma Harvey, married, just moved to Florida, so I haven't met many people yet. My significant other is imaginary. um, Dallas County Scratcher, I'm married, she's at work right now. Yeah, and that's what I was discussing earlier. It was like, imagine having, it's that, as a parent, technically I'm a single mom because me and my fiance aren't engaged yet, and me and my children's father aren't together. So if anything were to ever happen, it scares me. It does scare me. Like, God forbid anything ever were to happen to me and or my fiance. Like, what do you do the moment you can't wake up next to that person? That's scary. That's some scary, scary stuff. There's all sorts of terrifying things out in the world, but for me, I can't imagine anything scarier than that. And, to all you guys out there, if you're married and you're making it work, congratulations. That's what I want more than anything with Luke. And, I want that more than anything. Don't stress about things that couldn't happen. That's the thing, like, those things happen every day, you know? Um, it's not that. It's I am one of those people who's hyper aware of my own mortality. I'm hyper aware of the fact that I'm alive. And that's a fact that I'm uncomfortable with because I'd rather, be in denial of the fact that I have a lifespan, like everybody, like, and I know that one day that ends, and that's scary to me, and that's what's scary to me is I hope it's never soon. And for my fiance, I hope it's never soon. And that's just me. I'm not stressed. Just I think part of it is I had a really good day. And then, you go to bed and you start trying to wind down for the night and then all the thoughts all your thoughts start to come at you, I think. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have PTSD, anxiety, all that stuff, and that's okay. Like, I've had somebody on YouTube try to bash me for that, and that person can go fuck themselves. But, you know, um, I'm not stressed. I think I look at what I have, and I love it so much and appreciate it so much. I worry about what could happen to the fragile existence of what I have could happen. Yeah, that cake was amazing. You just know. I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Dallas County Scratcher. Age is not just a number put on us when we were born. I mean, yeah, there's laws about age, and they're there for reasons. So, brings my heart because I understand what you mean. You keep going. No, I don't agree with that. You have to have these thoughts. You have to. Because as a responsible adult, as a responsible parent, you have to think about what can happen. And it's a sad reality that we have to think about that. But if you don't, it's only selfish not to think about these things. It's selfish for your children, it's selfish for your fiance, it's selfish in the predicament that you can put them in if, God forbid, anything were to ever happen to you. So, and like, I just think like that. Like, let me tell you, like, and again, this is probably the reason somebody called me negative. My brother died at the age of 16. He was going down a hill on a bike, got hit by a car. Nobody saw that coming. My brother was a young athlete, soon to be a professional boxer, peak health, New England state champion boxing. He got hit by a car and taken out. No one saw it coming. Your life is like a flame, it can just go out. And I have children, like I have my wonderful fiance who I love more than life itself, and my kids who I love more than life itself. And it's selfish not to think about what can happen if anything, God forbid, were to happen to me. You know, I keep on positive mindset, but I protect my family and my children. I realistically prepare, you know, and I'm not saying that like I'm doing that now. I'm just saying like what happens then, you know. Your mindset's a little no better, and that's okay, you know. My mindset, you don't have to like it. I'm a hyper realistic person, and I know it's a hard pill for people to swallow sometimes, and that's okay. Too young to have these thoughts. Mm, you see, look, I graduated high school in 2005. You know, I look at the things that have happened, and I like to come at you guys, and sometimes, it's hard pills to swallow, but I'll have real talk with you, and I'm not trying to depress anybody. I had a good friend of mine straight out of high school. Uh, my old best friend's brother was a great guy. He stood up for me when my brother passed away. Somebody made fun of my brother after he passed away, saying he deserved it. And this kid beat the crap out of the guy. This kid, the same guy, the same person who stood up for me recently, died of a very rare form of cancer. Very young. No kids, was engaged, and just too sad, very, very sad, very young guy. Things that should not happen. And I feel like real talk, it's that end of the night after everything, after the cheerful stuff is, after the cheerful stuff of the day has worn down, realism sets in. Realistic nature of life and the world around us, and just morality does start to set in, and you have to address it, like the moment you have a family, you're gonna look at them and go, what can I do to help them? Look, Rifle 87, past is past, yes. You learn from your experience, you take that experience and you learn and you grow and you get stronger from it, yes. But you also get smarter and you think about what's going to happen eventually. You prepare. It's like, hi, Trix. You came into a deep convo, I will warn you. I am from Connecticut. If you. So. I'm from Connecticut. I get it. You can disagree all you want, and I'm open to discussion. But understand I'm a Taurus. I'm never gonna change this thought process. I look at my children and I say, there needs to be a plan in place in cases of anything. You know, I look at my children and my fiance and go, no matter what happens to me, they are taken care of, no matter what. You know? Why do you like me a lot? That's my question. I'm very curious about that. Do not say that sort of thing to people. You don't know someone's mindset unless you know the person. You know, I'm a lot of things that you don't know. I'm an empath. I'm pagan. I'm pansexual. I, you know, I'm a cosmetologist. I'm a student hairdresser. I'm so many more things than just a YouTuber. You know, I'm a grounded in reality person. You know, I think that people who are grounded in reality tend to scare people a little bit who aren't. You know, because why do we watch movies? Why do we watch TV? It's escapism. It's escapism. You're forgetting the moment that you're in, so you can look at another. You can look at another moment. You know, and that's why we do it. You know, it's completely understandable. You know, what are you gonna do? Like this, if we didn't have TV or the internet, you know, it would be such a boring world the day it snows outside in your snow den, or if it's raining, you know. That's my video game I feared. Exactly. Exactly. People, I can tell at the same time. Let me say this right now. I rifle. I'm not stressed. I think. Now I want you to understand this and stop saying that I'm stressed, because venting, talking, is good for your mental health. Keeping things inside is not. It absolutely is not. And please, I'm gonna stop you right there, because what you're doing is you saying, I'm worried, I see stress on you. You're projecting onto me, and that's not cool. Like, that's something you need to not do, because the way I think and the way I speak and my thoughts at the end of the night don't align with yours. You're projecting an image of myself that you see onto me, and you should not do that to anyone. That's not okay. And like, I'm okay with that, you know, like if I lose a subscriber because I say that, so be it. You know, if I lose a potential subscriber because I say that, so be it. But like, for the people out there who relate and go, yeah, I have those kind of thoughts too, know that it's normal, and know that at the end of the day you're a human being, and that it doesn't make you crazy. You're not stressed out. You're not sad. You're not depressed. You're not having anxiety. You're not having an episode. You are okay to have those thoughts. And yeah, society shames them. Thank you. We'll see. Hi, Doom and Gloom. I started watching, but you seem calm, not stressed. Thank you. I like to have open discussions about emotions. I'm an empath, so if you know what an empath is, with a name like Doom and Gloom, you probably do. And, you know, I was just talking about the things that settle into the mind at night, you know, like who will be there for my children and my fiance when something does happen to me, or eventually, or if it happens to them. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. You know, I'm okay having those conversations. It makes me sleep better having that conversation. But, you know, like, you know, that aside, I don't know, I just wanted to actually reach out and see what you guys are up to tonight. I rifle 87, that's none of your business. I'm going to say that right now. Do not ask people those questions, those are invasive. You know, if somebody chooses to share whether or not they have health issues, that is on them. And now I would appreciate it if you stopped projecting onto me, and if you stopped asking those kind of invasive questions. Talking about emotions and talking about daily stressors does not indicate health issues. Point blank. Now, that's a conversation I'm going to leave there with you. We're going to leave these questions of yours at the door. Point blank. I'm not a lost cause. Take care. Think what you want, but I just don't share your ideals. I don't know, you guys. What do you guys think of that? Am I that far gone? That's so silly. It's so silly if you don't share a mindset with somebody. Sometimes if you don't share a mindset with somebody, they just can't handle that, I guess. But anyway, who else is in here? You know, like, let's talk about something a little bit different. Because that's a conversation that went on way too long because of questions and comments about it. Hi, Jenny. So, thanks, Trex. I'm glad you're still here. Did anybody else think that guy was a bit pushy? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I mean, personally, I may delete the stream later on. I just mostly wanted to come on and just, you know, kind of chat to the void. I wonder, I mean, it says there's 4 people in here. I'm kind of curious as to who it is. Just like my cousin. Yeah, I mean, like, I kind of felt like it was kind of pushy. And, like, I kind of feel like should I have just been like, oh my god, how are you guys doing? I just absolutely love streaming with you guys. It's like, how was your day? Mine was absolutely perfect, and it always is. Like, should I it's just, it's not me. You know, I can't be like that. I just can't do it. Like, man, some people can't handle realism. But I don't know. I just wanted to come on, and like, that's the sort of thing that kind of sometimes makes me want to delete my chats. Because I'm like, I've received hate for it before for being supposedly negative. Yeah, fake is the norm. Yeah, well, apparently, me being a realist got me called, you know, kind of labeled as negative again, or just, you know, can't handle it, and questioned whether or not my mental health was any good, which is so silly. But anyway, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm kind of a little hung up on that, I guess. Like, it's something I was kind of trying to avoid. I just wanted to chat and, like, actually be real with people. But how are you guys doing tonight? What are you up to? I'm just curious. Couldn't sleep. Couldn't go to sleep earlier. I'm just not that much of an early bird. It's going good. We made a BB-8 cake earlier today. And, you know, that was delicious. Like, that was, like, a lemon-flavored BB-8 cake for my fiance's birthday. And it was really cute. You know, he's more of a Star Wars, Pixar kind of guy. So we did that. It's alright. I'm thinking about doing some new videos tomorrow. I want to do my Magic at Your Door box tomorrow. At least review it. I had a bad day the other day, so I ripped it right into it. But I'm still going to review it. I'm going to do my Lion King review tomorrow, so that should be fun. How are you? It's only 7 here, but I'm ready for bed. 6 a.m. Yeah, I feel that, like, I'm a cosmetology student, and Tuesday through Saturday, like, did they have to choose Saturday? Tuesday through Saturday. Why can't it be Monday through Friday? That's the absolute worst. And I do not want to go to school on a Tuesday. Like, why do we gotta start close to the middle of the week, huh? Yeah, I feel that. Like, I'm tired, but like my brain's like, you don't want to sleep. So, I don't know. I'm feeling that. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were leaving. You didn't like. Okay, well, you came off very pushy for me to essentially disclose mental health to you, and there is nothing for me to disclose to you. You're not my doctor. You're not a therapist, as far as I know, and I really don't owe you any explanation as to my health in any way, shape, or form. So I really don't think that you should be asking people that question. You know, that's just me. I think it is disrespectful. So, Bax, hi. But that is my personal opinion, and you can take it or leave it. But again, this is a conversation I don't want to have with you. Thanks, Jenny. If anybody here has not clicked the notification bell, please do so. I do generally upload a lot of content. I will be, like I said before, I will be doing my Lion King review tomorrow. I should be doing my Lion King review tomorrow, my Magic at Your Door review. I should be also doing my Scar inspired makeup look tomorrow. I'm doing a take 2 on that because the first one I did was kind of more of a very casual one. Good night, Jenny. Nice to meet you too. And so that's something I'm going to be doing tomorrow night. That's a lot to squeeze into one day, but I think I can do it. I think I can do that. And I'm thinking about it before we get married. I think I might start hitting the gym again. I know I had a bunch of cake today, but I'm starting fasting again, which I'm excited about because fasting is kind of easy for me, and it's a great way for your body to start actually burning energy that's stored. So that's fun. So it's not that bad. People are like, "Oh my god, I'm so hungry," but me personally, I don't really get hungry very easily. So fasting is definitely important for me, which is hence why I'm a little chubby, because I don't get hungry very easily, and I have just gotten used to the whole traditional breakfast, lunch, and dinner thing, even if I'm not tummy rumbling hungry, which really is not the healthy way to go about things. So I've been looking at ways to take care of myself. I'm thinking about getting back into the gym a lot more. And on non-fasting days, I'll go to the gym. And thinking about when, as the wedding day itself gets closer, maybe get into personal training again. I used to be a size 8, used to be super duper tiny, and I would like to do that again. I just want to make sure that it's something I can maintain. So that would be fun. I actually used to super enjoy it. I used to never drink coffee and just used to be able to go to the gym every morning, and the energy from working out, that natural energy you build up and burn off, was enough to keep me going throughout the entire day. It was kind of like having your morning cup of coffee, but I don't know. It's called dopamine, maybe the positive receptors in the brain. It's kind of like your body's natural high, in a sense. So that's kind of fun. But like, I think what concerns me is the fact that I do school, I do YouTube, and to throw the gym on top of that, and on top of having kids, it's a lot. It's a lot to juggle. So I'm wondering if I can juggle all that. So yeah. Okay, you log off. Have a nice night. Okay. Anyway, How's everybody doing tonight? Guys, tell me about your day. Oh, sorry. How are you? I'm a beauty school dropout. Jenny Lee. It's okay. I love beauty school. I had an awful grade last week, but I'm still pushing forward with it. Yeah, I'm a bit of a busy lady. I tried to do a shag haircut the other day, and I got a 10 on it out of 100. That's so bad. Mostly probably because I was frustrated and like I didn't have my shears on the one day we were doing a haircut that week and on a mannequin, and ended up getting a 10 because I couldn't retain the information because I was panicked, and it was in the moment that I needed the shears and couldn't retain the information really till the next day, and had to do it twice on 2 mannequins. The first one came out terrible. The second one came out better, but not quite there. And they have to take into account the fact that I had to start over. And so the grade wasn't great. But, I'll do it again. But, like, it's the kind of thing that I don't want in my rubric. I think I might be more of an updos kind of person. Like, I think I made, like, just kind of astounding. I went there for makeup, but I think I might actually be more of an updo person. I had to go to work. At 6, I clean offices, just got off work. I hear that's actually good pay, though. So is that, like, what is that? Is that, like, housekeeping? Is it, well, but, so, yeah. I mean, beauty school it's fun, but you just want to get it over with. Usually it's about only a year long. If you look up randy.l.wilson on Instagram, you'll find my cosmetology page. You'll find my school hair page. So there's that. Yeah, I'll do better next time. But, like, I'm moving up to phase 3 of 4. And I'm like, oh, man. 3 of 4. Like, after next week, I'll be in phase 3. And, like, I just gotta get it right, because to work in a salon would be awesome. I remember my first teacher, Miss Keisha, told us she was working in an ethnic salon and, just doing hair extensions. And a day of doing hair extensions, she'd leave with $500 in her pocket, which sounds amazing. Which sounds awesome. I wish. But, I don't expect to be that fortunate. I just want to pay my bills, I'll do better next time. Yeah, I mean, it's really great, like, when you have a teacher come up to you and knowing that teacher's been in a salon for, like, 10 plus years, when you're doing an updo or something, and they go, wow, I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud that you did that. And they look at your work, and they just point to it and go, I'm proud of that. That's a huge compliment, Let's see. Hold on, I'm looking at wooden backs that I'm reading all these comments still. Yeah. I feel like that's what I should be doing. I feel like I should just, like, be relaxing. And it's kind of what I'm doing, I guess you can say. My living room is kind of like my chill spot. It's like my own personal private, almost the closest thing I have to an office. And I think it's like where I come to just think about things. I don't know. What about you guys? Who here's a deep thinker? Thanks, Trix. Thanks, Trix. Did you subscribe already? I'm wondering, or did you subscribe the last time I had subbed? And not subbed, but then I went live. I'm just curious who else here is a deep thinker. I know I think, like, all the time. I don't want my brain to necessarily go to those quote-unquote darker places, but it does. And, like, I mean, man, come on. The original Little Mermaid, the original Peter Pan, Hansel and Gretel, those stories were dark as heck. Disney still said, you know what, I'm gonna make a story out of these. And they did, and there was nothing wrong with it. Heck, I think the original Peter Pan was pretty dark. I think the original Alice in Wonderland, and I'm talking the ones that Disney made, I think those are pretty dark. And I'll tell you what, Peter Pan's one of my favorite things ever. So who else here? If you have not shared this out, please feel free to. I'm wondering who here might be a Disney YouTuber like me. Just curious. Yeah, one of my favorite things to do is I really like to play Mario Kart. Which is kind of funny though, because my fiance gets like so like into it. Like my fiance gets so into Mario Kart, like in the sense that like we'll play it and we're on like 200cc, and if he doesn't get that 200cc, like at 200cc, if he doesn't get the 3 stars, he gets so mad because we have 3 stars in all the other levels. And like I've seen him just like toss the remote control across the room, and I'm like, "What's wrong with you?" He's like, "I didn't place him in the top two in like the second race," and he's so mad. He's like, we'll never get the 3rd star now," and I'm like, "It's okay. Even if you get 4th place, 5th place, whatever, just enjoy the game. It's okay. The moment you're not in like the top 3, it's whatever." And just you can still play, keep playing, enjoy the game. Oh, are you never subscribed? Oh, you've been subscribed. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Trex, I have to ask, how come? What do you mean by you're not a thinker? I think everybody's a thinker, whether they think so or not. There's a lot of irony in that statement. But I'm one of those people, like, I think that even ever since I was a tiny child, I was always thinking. I remember when I was in high school and middle school, walking home from school, and I didn't have a lot of friends, so like I was bored, and I would just make up characters in my head and just literally like sketch them out in my head, like start with a blank canvas of a human body and just fill in the details, and even make up backstories, and this would go on for days. I think I had a few that went on for years. I think I just always thought. I'm trying to be. Oh, yeah, no. I think the Disney YouTube community is really fun. I love them. They're very welcoming and they're very warm people. And it's just, I kind of like that. I'm going to sit up because I'm lounging at this point. Hi, Tiffy. Oh, Tiffy, you miss things. Oh. Trix, where are you from? If you don't mind me asking. Like, I'm from Connecticut. It's a stuck-up state. It's kind of a little hard. Yeah. he gets that way. I love Luke to death. But oh man, Mario Kart's a bit of a trigger. Oh, the fact that I'm a bit of a realist, Tiffy. Like, I think of the light things and the dark things in life, and apparently that makes, according to some people, that makes me depressed or well, clinically. And this person actually started asking me about my mental health. Like, what the heck, dude? No. Like, do not ask people that. That is so invasive. You missed things because I was talking about like because I love my family obviously, and like I never want to imagine what it's like to wake up and my fiance doesn't wake up, or what would happen if I don't wake up one day. And apparently, because I actually have these realistic thoughts and try to plan, that makes me that makes it justifiable for somebody to ask me about my mental health. Apparently, yeah. So rude as heck, but like I think it's just stupid, to be honest. Like, to ask a parent why they're thinking that way. I mean, like, any realistic parent should. So, yeah. So it was rude, to say the least. It's okay, though. Haters gonna hate, people are gonna push. And, if you challenge somebody's ideas, if you challenge how somebody thinks, they're gonna push back, and that's how it is. Oh, New Mexico. That sounds like it's really beautiful. How is that down there? My brother went to Mexico and he said it was absolutely beautiful. I can't believe somebody from New Mexico is joining this. That's crazy. Like, I have an old friend of mine who lives in Hawaii, and I don't ever get to see him because he moved out to Hawaii to be closer to family. It's when you wake up in the middle of the night checking on your kids, they're not breathing or something. No. Charles and Sierra. That's not what I was thinking. I was thinking more along the lines of, like, what would happen if, like, God forbid, because I'm a single parent, like, in my situation, like, what do you do, like, in the circumstance that if something were to ever happen to, like, you or your fiance or or husband or whatever, you have to be prepared for those situations so you can prepare to take care of your children. That's it. you know? But wow, geez. Like, New Mexico. Oh, Charleston? Charleston Sierra. I know what you mean. I've been asked that before. Why do I think that? Why do you think that? um, it's called being realistic and not being in denial to the fact that people and everything on the planet has a life expectancy, and we should. It's not morbid. It's not wrong. There's nothing wrong with your mental health by thinking about it. Facts. I'm okay. It's okay. Baxter, don't start your crap. I am totally fine. I'm just a grounded in reality person. I don't live the fairy tale life of thinking I'm some sort of Disney hero like Hercules who doesn't have a life expectancy and goes on forever and ever and ever because he's God. I don't have that luxury, and I'm okay with it, and I just think about realism. I know. You start think if you put too much stock um, into the fact that you actually exist, people get worried. It's kind of funny, actually. It's like pinch yourself, people. Remind yourself you're here. Remind yourself you're here, and if you can feel that, well, good, you're alive. So I think it's important to remember that. You're always checking backs. Baxter, I don't think you need to worry about me. I'm one of the more realistic people you're going to meet. Let me tell you one thing about me, Bax, and that's that I am definitely a fighter, and I am definitely a strong person. I am an opinionated person. I am a bull in a china shop. I am somebody who when I set my mind to something, I do it. I can be very dependent with my partner, but overall personality wise, I come across as very independent. So if I were you, Bax, I wouldn't ever worry about me. I am what you would call a survivor. I've been in some of the worst situations that you can imagine, and I've still managed to survive. No, it's true. Tiffy's completely, absolutely right. And let me tell you, I've had my brother die at the age of 16. One of my best friends died about a year ago of a very rare form of cancer, and he was a great person. Both of those men were great people. My grandfather died of a heart attack, in his early 50s. Great man, wonderful man. And, it happens. But, I'm used to loss, and that's okay. I've been homeless. I've struggled with bulimia a long time ago and got over it myself. I've been through PTSD, anxiety, depression. I've got over them. I take care of it and I take care of myself. And I'm a very strong person. I don't let people break me. I'm one of those people that I've had a lot of jobs when I was very young, bounced around from job to job, and things just weren't working out. And I still managed to get another job and to keep going and keep persevering. And even though I messed up a haircut the other day, like on a mannequin, one of my teachers, one of the notes she'd said to me was, don't let this get you down because I can tell how dedicated you are to this, And I'm a very strong, keeps kind of coming at you kind of person. And I think that's one of my traits that's pretty strong. So that's just me, though. I mean, and I think people don't talk about their strengths for fear of being labeled a narcissist. So, Oh, no, Tiffy, it was on a mannequin. I had to replace the mannequin. It was $40. It's okay. It's okay. Funny enough, though, next Saturday I'll be dyeing Luke's hair. We don't know what color yet, though. Hi, whoever just joined this chat. I see there's 6 people in the chat right now. If you haven't hit that like and subscribe bell, please do. Yeah, no, but it will. And I'm thinking about it. Like, they always tell you, like, it's really hot in here. I know. I was trying to be conservative and put a cardigan on. But, like, I have a tank top on, so it's whatever. But, they always tell you that you should work in a place like Supercuts or Cost Cutters when you graduate from school, because right outside of school you need to learn how to pick up your speed when doing haircuts. And already we've had job fairs and people have offered, like people from Supercuts have definitely offered, and I'm like, I'm only in phase 2, I'm not ready to graduate yet. But hey, maybe I need to start working the tips back up. Yeah, no, it totally will in real life. Actually, funny that you should mention that. People at my school tell me my hair got really long really fast because it was about to here when I started. And so I was back in January, so it was about to here. And so it's actually funny. I actually mixed my own shampoo, so, which if anyone's interested in that, you just take baking soda, water, and mix that mixture together until it's kind of a creamy consistency, and just massage it into your scalp, and that completely cleanses the hair. And if you use vinegar, obviously close your damn eyes, but rinse everything out with water and run the vinegar over your scalp and hair, and it actually pH balances your hair's natural oil levels and completely cleans the hair. Like, as you can see, I don't use shampoo, and my hair looks totally fine. And my daughter, if you guys saw her on live stream earlier today, I washed her hair last night with the baking soda and vinegar mixture and just rinsed all that out, and her hair is beautiful. So, is that it is actually, hi Kareen. It is actually the Pixar ball. I love it. It is so squishy. So, yeah. So that's one of the things I've learned in cosmetology schools. You actually do not need shampoo. You can make your own. Isn't that kind of cool? So that's a fun one. And, yeah. You have to kind of, but then one of the girls doing my hair the other day, she put highlights in it, which you can't really kind of see in here. I'm not sure if you can see them. Some of the lighter brown bits. But, your hair grows really fast. She was like, what have you been doing different? I was like, it's the baking soda and vinegar that I use to mix my own shampoo and conditioner. And she's like, I think that's really making your hair grow fast. So maybe. So, hi, Corrine. So what are you up to tonight, girl? Tell me what everyone's up to. I can help. Well, if I'm ever in your area, or if you want me to, if you're ever in my area, I can definitely help you with your hair, Taffy. I will tell you right now, do not box dye your hair. Do not do it. Most hairdressers will not want to touch your hair if you do that, because the metallic salts left in box dye will, they cling to your hair, and oftentimes it leaves the line of demarcation. And if you try to color over that, or if you try to do anything with that chemically, it will snap off. Like, the box dye that you get from CVS really is not good for your hair. You should be using semi-permanent or demi. It's just me, and that's what we've been taught. If you're familiar with the brand Wella, we are a Wella school, and we are a Wella branded school, and that's where we get all our instructors from. Yeah, but what have you been dyeing your hair with? That's the curious question, Tiff. Like, are you using permanent, or are you using demi, or are you using semi-permanent? Like, because that will tell you a lot. If you've been repeatedly using permanent hair, then, oh, semi-permanent, yeah, then you're fine. You're fine. That's totally not the same as permanent hair color. Because I was going to say, if you've just been coloring over and over with permanent hair color, then you're just, you're doing the same thing. You're adding permanent to permanent, which I guess is fine as long as you're not really mixing it and combining it with other things. Yeah, Manic Panic is totally cool. It's totally fine. As long as you're, just be careful with what you put in there. Do not use permanent. It will damage your hair. And if you ever need it removed, let's say you really want to go light, it will leave a line of demarcation, and it will take several processings to get it out safely and not damage the hair. That's all. Sorry, I went off on a kind of a hairdresser tangent. Every time I say to myself, it's the weekend, I'm not going to think about hair, happens. So I can't wait for tomorrow. I mean, I do have a doctor's appointment, but one of the things I'm going to be looking forward to is I'm going to do a heavy contour, because I'm going to be doing Scar's look from Lion King. I'm doing an inspired by look. There's going to be a lot of heavy contour, a lot of hair teasing, and a lot of browns and stuff like that. So it's going to be a little more intense than the one I have on my profile picture on Facebook. And that's going to be kind of a thing that I like to do. I like to do a lot of inspired by stuff. My other videos I'm going to be doing tomorrow as well. Like my Magic at Your Door and my Lion King review. So I've bleached a lot, and I use apple cider vinegar and mane and tail. Yeah, if you bleach your hair a lot, then yeah, you should absolutely use apple cider vinegar. It's actually very good for your hair. Yeah, no, I hear that that's actually pretty good for your hair. Like I said, Wella's pretty good too. Wella's pretty good. I mean, but then again, I also don't use shampoo. I make my own. Baking soda, water. Mix it up, and it does the same job, if not better, and it's significantly cheaper. You can get a thing of baking soda for $3, and vinegar is like dirt cheap, and you can use any vinegar. It doesn't matter. Apple cider vinegar, white vinegar, doesn't matter. And so I feel like I sound like a crazy lady. People are like, this girl doesn't mix her own shampoo, really? What the heck? But I do. I do, and I'm proud of it though. Hi, Main Street Explorers. So we're just like chatting about a little this and that and a little everything. I'm just thinking about tomorrow and all the videos I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm probably going to do several. I'm looking forward to my friend Lori sending me a box of stuff from Disneyland. I'm very excited about it. So it's stuff called the hair food. Have been ethnic hair out the store. Yeah, there's also, if I can ever get any samples, Tiffy, I will send them to you, because we have regularly, at least once every 3 months, we have job fairs from other salons, and they come in, and oftentimes they bring samples. So if there is any stuff there, I will definitely grab you something. I can send it to you. Like I can send you samples of stuff. I also, because I'm a hairdresser, a student hairdresser, I can. You need a license to shop at certain places, like Salon Centric and Cosmoprof. So those are cosmetology geared stores. They sell your concentrated high end products to cosmetologists. I mean, next time I go there, I might be able to pick up some like hair masks for you. It's okay. It's okay if your a MacBook and died. Yeah. So also, you can make sure you know that things like, honey. Honey is microbacterial. It is antimicrobial. I mean, so it kills any kind of nasty bacteria. You can use olive oil as a natural conditioner. You can use coconut oil. All those things will definitely help your hair as a conditioner. So those are other options as well. I just kind of went off on a rant. If you've been cutting your own hair since high school, then you probably should. I just hope you're using shears and not scissors. A good pair of shears make a huge difference. And if your hair is fried, that could be part of the reason. If I don't know what you're doing to it, so I can't assess it like an actual consultation, but if I could say the best advice I can give is use shears. Use shears, know how to use your shears, study oils, know when to shampoo and when not to shampoo. Never use permanent dye because of the metallic salts in them that can stick to your hair and damage it and leave nasty lines in your hair. That's just, yeah, I mean, like, if there's advice I'd ever want to give people, it's that. Like, just take care of what you have. Oh, girl, yeah, no, I've been there. It's okay. Like, I remember I dyed my hair like neon red before. Like, back in high school. I remember I had a crazy Britney moment once. back in high school. Back in high school, I completely shaved off all my hair. I get it. Oh, yeah, your hair is really cute and soft at the moment. I did see it in videos. It's super cute. So, who who else is in here? Let's see. Okay, hold on. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I'm just kind of reading all the things. I have to stop every now and then and check back in. So, has anybody else here used their live streams just to kind of like real chat with people, or just me? Hi, Collector's Corner. When did you get here? Wouldn't it be the funniest thing if live chat was like being in a room with a bunch of people? Wouldn't that be so weird? Like, I'm just gonna go live chat. And then all of a sudden you log in and there's just a bunch of people in your room. It's like, well, this got interesting real fast. Collector's Corner is kind of sneaky. So, but I just always think that's funny. Like, I've seen chats where people are like 150, 200 people, and I'm like, how are you even having chats with these people? There's so many, that's awesome. But how is it feasible? How is it feasible? That's my question. Yeah, there's only 4 in here. Only like, let's see. Main Street Explorers might still be in here. Collector's Corner is obviously here. You're here. Kareen might be here. I don't know. I'm looking at the most recents. I have no idea who else is in here. Oh, Dim and Glim is in here still. So like I'm just kind of, so oh well it's 5 now, 6. But what do you guys want to talk about? You tell me. Ask me anything. I'm totally okay with responding to anything. So that's like what I want to know. What do you guys want to know? So I'm excited. I'm going to be meeting Disney Junkie Ashley next month at the end of the month, which should be really fun. We're going to go to up to I forget the name of it in New York, but we're going to be going up near Niagara Falls, and we're going to take the kids and we're going to go to the zoo. So that should be really fun. And I'm thinking about getting Mia a little something. Yeah, well, she happens to be coming this way, and like I said screw it. I'm just gonna take a few days off and go and visit. You know, like I'm pretty dedicated to school, but everybody needs a day. You know, everyone needs a day off once in a while. Nobody has questions for me? There's 5 people in here. Not a single person has any kind of question. Who's your favorite Disney character and why? How about that one? You guys respond. You guys let me know. Who's your favorite Disney character? I'll start with one of mine. My current favorite is Peter Pan. Oh, it's okay, Max. You're fine. My favorite currently is Peter Pan. And I just think it's because he's such a little shit. He's so great like that. I don't know why. Oh, Tinkerbell and Marie. You know, it was kind of weird. Speaking of Peter Pan, I was watching Disney Kitty's video earlier, and like she got a very Tinkerbell Peter Pan box, and she was saying that she ships them, and I'm like, that is weird. Have you looked at Tinkerbell? She is clearly a very grown-up fairy, and Peter Pan is supposed to be this eternally little boy, eternally young child. That's weird, just to me. I'm like, no. Wendy and Peter make a much cuter little couple because they're both kids, and Tinkerbell is, in my opinion, an adult fairy. It's like if you've seen the newer Peter Pan / Tinkerbell movies, you know, the whole Neverland thing, you know, the whole Pixie Hollow thing. Terrence is quite clearly a character that has an interest in Tink, and he is of her age, and yeah, they're both clearly grown fairies and who seem to have a romantic interest. And I think that works out much better than, you know, Tink and Peter. It's just weird. Donald Duck is really awesome collector. Let's see. Oh yeah, he's always angry. Oh, you have Tinkerbell and Marie. Oh, that's cute. Oh wait, are they Tink and Peter? Oh, that's cute. Yeah, no, I would love to see something. It's very rare to get Peter Pan specific merchandise, and it's kind of weird because they're having a small moment in the Disney store right now, very very small. But Peter Pan merchandise is very difficult to come by. It seems I had to do specific requests to have some of those items, Peter Pan items, picked up. I only have one pin with Peter Pan on it, so. But he's one of my favorite characters, and I like the version of him in Once Upon a Time where he's actually was an adult and he becomes warped by magic. He trades his humanity, essentially, I think it was, for youth, eternal youth, and becomes this, warped little elfling of a child, this little savage, and is actually the father of Rumpelstiltskin. And that was really cool. I really liked that twist so much so that I actually named my cat Rumple. So my cat is Rumple. Mr. Gold, hands down. He was a sexy character. It's like, is it possible to be repulsed and turned on at the same time? Apparently. That's actually not from me. It's a meme, and it's true. Hot topic online. Oh, do they really have some online? Do Do they have Once Upon a Time stuff online at Hot Topic? That'd be really cool. I just really liked what they did with Mr. Gold. Making Rumpelstiltskin a pawnbroker was a stroke of genius, in my opinion. I don't know, ask Mel. Oh god. Belle and Rumple have been through a shit show, haven't they? But they're great together. I love them together. I really do. Gideon was a weird character. I'm like, could they just not let this man, could they just not let Mr. Gold be? Oh. Yeah, no, that is, oh, they have some Peter Pan stuff on Hot Topic. It's cool. I have to check that out. I know that it's more popular in Disneyland at Paris and over in the UK, which makes more sense considering the Darling Children are from the United Kingdom. It makes more sense that they're more popular over there, but I don't know. I just thought it was really cute. Like, they have a Peter Pan plush that's not super weird and creepy at all in the UK, and I think on I want to say it's Shop Disney's French website. Do I like Marvel? Yeah, I do. I mean, I do more like Marvel. My son's big into Spider-Man. A lot of people don't think I like that sort of thing. I do. I love Iron Man, and which is very sad for me considering Endgame, considering the last movie. But yeah. Oh, cool. So like, I love like Iron Man, which makes me sad considering the latest movie. I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man's super cute. He's just adorable. He's just like, he's such a nerd. He's such a weeb. He's such a freaking weeb. And I love that about him. So that was cool. You know, but I grew up with more like Cardcaptor Sakura, Sailor Moon. You know, I'm still a Moonie. You know, like I don't talk about it, but I'm definitely a Sailor Moon person. Which I guess you can kind of say is alright because, like, I'll be honest, they have some Sailor Moon stuff at the Japanese Pavilion in Epcot, which I'm like, what is up with that? Hello? Yeah, I love Spider-Man. He's cute. He's just adorable. I love the fact that he's such a dork. Yeah, I still haven't seen Homecoming, but we saw Into the Spider-Verse, and it was good, but it was weird. It was a little weird. I can do without Spider-Pig. You know, like, I like animation, but I don't like slapstick animation. I don't like that. You know, I don't like stupid animation. That's my thing. Like, I was never a Looney Tunes person. I wanted to be an animator, but very specifically, I wanted to be a Disney animator. And I'm not good with tech, so I gave up that dream a long time ago. How is Homecoming? I heard mixed things about it. I like how we dropped from like 8 to 4 people so fast, but that's okay. Ooh. Phase 4 at they released the plans for Phase 4 at Comic-Con. I have to see if the local Comic-Con is coming up this year. Okay, between me and you guys. Oh, that's cute. How old's your brother, Tiff? My son's 3 and he loves Spider-Man. Okay, between me and you guys, my fiance's birthday fell on our local convention this year, and I'm a little sad about it, if I'm being honest, because I've been going to the local convention since 2005, and I haven't missed one yet, and I had to miss it this year, so it kind of breaks my heart a little to break tradition. So now you guys know my secret. I'm a little disheartened. I'm a little bit disheartened. But, yeah, no, I love cosplay. Cosplay's a beautiful thing. You know, I do Disney bounding, but, like, 'cause I am too lazy to do cosplay. But, like, I super appreciate it. Yeah, I have 3 brothers. Well, one passed away, so now two brothers. One's a half brother, and my other brother is actually a professional boxer. Now he's like, I think David's 28. I don't know. No, he's 29. God, this is how you know you're a terrible sibling when you can't remember. But yeah. So my younger brother is a professional boxer. If you ever looked up David Wilson, David Wilson, Meriden, Connecticut. Like that's my brother, and or David Wilson Record Journal, which is our local newspaper. You would find like probably articles on a local professional boxer. And my other brother Jeremy, he was from my dad's other marriage. My dad was married twice, so like we don't really talk to him. Not that we don't talk to him. He's just kind of like he doesn't seem to have much interest in talking to us, which is okay. You know, it's a weird situation. What can I say? You know, but sorry, I talk about like a lot of things where it's like I may seem like oh that's unfortunate or that's dark. No, it is what it is. You know, it's life. It's the roll of the dice. I have a lot more good going on than bad. I know it sometimes doesn't seem like it, but you know, there's going to be all sorts of facts about your life. You know, I'm just open about it. I'm not ashamed. I have no shame in the things that have happened and the things I've done in life. And I don't think you guys should either. Don't hide the things that you've done, good or bad or otherwise. Hi, RVing to Disney. So, I've just been chilling and chatting, making the casual conversation, partially trying to tire myself out for bedtime. Oh, how's RVing to Disney? How are you? The cake was really good. I ate too much of it, and then I went back for more frosting. It's like I'm supposed to be being healthy before we get married next September, and I'm doing a poor job at it. But like it was homemade cake, and my best friend is a baker. Come on, how could you not? It's like, but then again, this I've got to tighten this up. I got to tone that, so it's okay. I'll get there in time. Oh, what is that, Bax? Is that your channel? Is that your channel? Is that RVing? I can't click on anything. That's why I don't like Streamlabs. Everyone's like, click the 3 dots. What 3 dots? There's no 3 dots to make moderators. It just is what it is here. So, guys, I have streamed so freaking much today. I'm so proud of myself, actually. I streamed, I think it might have been 3 or 3.5 hours earlier today. And now I'm going on 4, and this is 18 minutes up here in the corner. So it's like I'm going on like I can't math right now. I can't math right now. Oh, like 3.5, 4.5 hours. I don't know, something like that, somewhere around there. But you're up in watch time. I would hope so. You know what? I just said to myself, I enjoy this. You know, I really do. You know, YouTube may get to the point one day where it pays me or whatever. But like that aside, I enjoy communicating with my people. You know, I enjoy finding my people. I enjoy finding my clan, so to speak. A good friend of mine used to say, find your tribe. And, you know, I love that. Even though, like, I know I was super, earlier in this stream, people were saying I was super negative or, like, I seemed stressed out. No. I just want to connect with my people, my tribe, on a human level. And, that's what I'm doing. You know, you can say it's negative or whatever all you want, but unless you're going to watch this whole stream, you're never going to fully understand where I'm coming from unless you take the time to absorb what I'm saying. period, you know? And I guess that is what it is, you know? Yeah, no, you'd love that phrase, do the gosh darn thing and always promote love and positivity. Yeah, you gotta try to. But again, Bax, you know I'm a realist. You know I'm grounded in reality. I am, tell me about you guys. I'm interested in what you guys have to say. Tell me more about you. You know, I am also Native American aside from being Italian. And a lot of the things, you know, I'm also pagan. So, like, I believe a lot in deities. I believe in the stories of deities, more or less, not the deities themselves. Like, and I also like the Greek mythology. Tell me stories, you guys. Tell me something interesting. So, and like, so I'll tell you one of my favorite stories. And I'll tell you a story. You know, it's a pagan story, and I'll straight out say it. If you're Christian or Catholic, you know, you may not like this because I'm pagan. You know, I identify as agnostic with Wiccan tendencies, and Wiccan is a very polite way of saying witch. It's a politically correct way. I identify as that, and that is okay. You know, witch is not what you think it is. It is a very positive term, and the word witch itself is used almost derogatorily, but I don't think it should, and that's why we use the word Wiccan. But I feel as though Wiccans should take back the term witch and use it proudly, and not as this kitschy stereotype for Sabrina the Teenage Witch. No, it is what it is. And we already had this term. It's just it was negatively associated with, and so we stopped using it in place of something much softer and more fluttery and more feminine like Wiccan. And it's okay. How did you get your profile pic the way it is? I love. Oh, that was from on Instagram, or on do you mean on Instagram or do you mean on YouTube? On YouTube, that was from Broadway. A photographer took that one. But yeah, one of my favorite stories is about Hecate, which is the pagan one of the pagan ways that they would tell in folklore. Hecate was supposed to be the representation of the waning of the moon, and that's why the moon would, you know, diminish and restore itself. The crescent from a full moon to like this little sliver, the waning of the moon. It was supposed to represent the three phases of life: the mother, the maiden, and the crone. So, like when it was full, abundant, that was supposed to be the mother, and obvious the mother, and the maiden when it was semi-full, and when it was like semi-full or maybe half would be the maiden, which is like, you know, a young moon, or it might have been the full moon, might have been the maiden, but you have to look it up a little bit. But the crone was like this black moon when you don't see the moon, which is the crone is another word for old lady. So it's kind of neat. Yeah, I do have a cat. His name is Rumple, and he is a silly boy. He likes to click at bugs. Like he likes to click at houseflies. The clicking noise is their hunting noise. So the mother and maiden and the crone, Hecate is supposedly one of many goddesses for the moon, and I always thought that was an interesting story. I don't believe in it, but it is definitely explanatory of things like where we get things like Sailor Moon, like like Jesus Christ, you know, like to imagine a goddess on the moon. It's not a far stretch to imagine an anime very similar to this. Let's see. So we've here to and if you hang. What's this for? Oh, Bax, do you have... Oh, Bax has cats, yeah. Doesn't say it's okay. Arguing to Disney, yours is fine. Your logo is totally fine. People know you. Or let's see. One of my other favorites. Like I love Greek mythology personally. People bash Hades. You know what's really funny about Hades? Out of all the Greek gods, he has a wife and is loyal. And I find that crazy. Granted, the whole there is a backstory to it. Like, I do know that he kidnaps his wife. He does it's ironic. But let's be fair. Greek mythology is an ugly topic. But I do know that he became infatuated with a spring goddess, the daughter of Demeter, Persephone, and he. See, I don't really like this particular tale because it does paint him in a bit of bad light. It's called The Rape of Persephone, and he does kidnap her because he's infatuated with her, and I guess it's kind of implied that that had happened, but I'm not really so sure because it does seem like a very vague story. But then you see, stories about Zeus turning into animals to seduce women, and you're like, oh, okay, I don't think this is better. I don't think this is better. Because, like, on the plus side here, Persephone becomes queen of the underworld, and she does go to she's the reason we have spring and summer. Hades represents fall and winter. And when fall and winter are there, it's because Persephone leaves the mortal realm every year after spring and summer, and she returns to the underworld to be with her husband. And that is the explanation of our seasons. And I always thought that was really fun. An interesting perspective. Like, that's why we have seasons, because the wife of Hades is returning to him, the goddess of spring, and so she takes that warmth with her. She takes that growth with her. And I always thought that was very interesting. And they're actually extremely loyal. They have no affairs. Neither of them have affairs outside of each other. And yes, there are people who try to woo Persephone, or there are even like nymphs in Greek mythology that try to come between them, and it never happens. Like I think that the story of Minth, which is where we get the menthol plant, it was a nymph who tried to seduce Hades, and Persephone was not having that. And I thought that was great. It did not turn out well because Persephone, being the goddess of spring, turned her into a plant called the mint plant. I always loved that story. Greek mythology is amazing. I love it. And that's one of the things about Disney that kind of bothered me. It just... would it have been so hard to give Hades his damn wife? She was there. She was the pink goddess with the with the headdress that looked like a flower. That was Persephone. It's even stated. You can look it up. It's like where is Persephone in Hercules? And it points her out and circles her. I'm like, oh, that's depressing. She was there the whole time and completely ignores him. It's like, whoa, okay, that's kind of sad. Let's see, I'm reading some of these. Oh, let's see. Native American, Irish, and something else. Yeah, I'm Sicilian, which is a type of Italian, and Native American, so I understand Tippy. Yeah, cat's meowing. That was my cat earlier today. Could not leave this stupid fly alone. He just kept clicking at it. I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Did you ever watch the Adam Ruins Everything? I have not even heard of that. I've not heard of Adam Ruins Everything. They appeared in Hanging with Bex. Yeah, Zeus is disgusting. Zeus is nothing like the animated version of Zeus. It's funny. Hera, you mean? Hera. Hera is, yeah, she often punishes the women that Zeus seduces, even when it's completely not their fault. And instead of taking this out on her husband, she definitely punishes the women, which is very, very sad. Oh, thanks, Vax. Vax, is there anything in particular that you like about the chat? He did that with the lady as a cow, and the lady laid an egg. And Helen of Troy, that's interesting. On the ancient Greece. I'm excited for Sony being in Orlando around August 11th. Oh, that would be really exciting, Bax, if you can stream it to see. Hercules and her. Yeah, that would be really fun. Amy, well, fun fact, if you look down the family trees, like they're almost all related, which makes it even sadder. Which they're fascinating, but sadly, pretty much all related. Like I believe somehow or other, I believe very very distantly somehow. I believe Hades is technically the uncle or cousin of Persephone. And I guess that may be dependent on which version of the stories you read, though. But I mean, oftentimes they're related. It's really weird, but at the same time, I think and I'm not saying it's justifiable in any sense. I don't think the laws of nature really apply to the Greek gods the same way as it does to human beings. So, as gross as it may be, to them it might be acceptable kind of a thing, which is really gross. Oh, 11/11. I wish that I don't have a mental breakdown at school this week. That'll be a first. See, NBA, I don't know. See, I'm not a sports person. I mean, I'm a very artsy person. I live for music. I absolutely love music. I live to do makeup. I love doing hair. I live to record, and I definitely do a lot more gaming now. But I'm an artsy girl. I just can't do it. I grew up with athletes. My brothers were good at everything. My brothers are professional boxers. They got trophies in wrestling, baseball, football. It's like my younger brother, before my older brother passed away, he was a BMX rider. Like, Jesus freaking Christ, they were good at everything. I am so sportsed out. I can't. Not with Evanescence, honey. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I really am. I'm a hardcore actual. Don't think it's the wrong way. I like real goth. That's what it is. I like Aurelio Voltaire. I like Emily Autumn. I like The Birthday Massacre. I like stuff like that. I like Duran Gray, which is hardcore Japanese hardcore. Susie and the Banshees, The Cure, stuff like that. Those are my jams. Let's see. Nice. My dad is on the Make-A-Wish National Board. And knows Robert Chan. Why is your dad on the Make-A-Wish National Board backs? Yeah, no, I can't. Amy Lee just doesn't do it for me. I like theater and music also. Yeah, I'm a huge Broadway person. I've seen Wicked twice now. Wicked on Broadway. I'm gonna say it now. Wicked was better than Aladdin. Like, wow, it's a beautiful play. That's a beautiful play. I've heard Kevin Feige from Marvel was going to replace Iger. That's weird. But, oh man. I think of certain songs and, like, I love them. I want to see Phantom of the Opera on Broadway. I really do. Yeah, I have not seen Lion King yet. I have not seen Lion King yet. I want to see Lion King really bad. Wicked was amazing, and I'm like, oh, it makes me cry every time. I feel like Fiero and Alphaba, they're just the cutest damn thing, and I'm just like, at the end, I'm like, every time, like, what's the song? As Long as You're Mine. The song As Long as You're Mine, every time it comes out, I'm like, oh my god. Like, in the audience, ugly crying. I'm like, so beautiful. I'm like, every damn time. I'm like, I pay I'm like a couple $100 to go cry in an audience. Turn maybe kind of Marvel. But like, oh man, I can't even get over it. Like, I love that place so much. It's so beautiful. I don't know. Like, I sing a lot, and I can't tell if I sing good or bad. Like, it makes me want to sing As Long as You're Mine. And I'm like, I cannot do that right now. My fiance is asleep. That is so inconsiderate of me. Are you on Instagram? I wear my Lion King Broadway shirt to go watch the Lion King movie today. Oh. To see Indina from back in the day, though. Yeah, Indina from back in the day would be amazing. I am on an RVing to Disney. Yes, I am definitely on Instagram at magic_kingdom_princess. So, Bax, I know, definitely has that if you want to send that to her. So, oh, well, like, add me on Instagram, because I'm not sure if this is your same thing. But, guys, I can't wait. I'm so lucky. Next year, I am so lucky. I get 2 opportunities to go to Disney. One before the wedding to food and wine taste and make sure everything's good. And then for the wedding itself, I cannot wait. It's a long wait. And I gotta wait about a year for the actual wedding, you know, because it'll be in September. But, well, a little more than a year. I can't wait. It's gonna be so fun. Bax, you should totally branch out in other ways. I mean, why don't you have Instagram, you weirdo? I'm picking on you, Bax. You're gonna invite Cinderella to your wedding? I don't know who I'll invite. I don't know. I'll be honest. Doug would be great. Doug would be pretty awesome from Up. Oh, if you guys want to hear one of the songs I'm going to be playing at my wedding, Google. I'll put it here. I'll just type it in. I don't know the link, but Voltaire, Human Nature. There. So that's a song. Look it up, you guys. I think you guys would really like it, and it's pretty telling of me and my fiance, and it's one of the things that we will be playing. So if you want to check that out, it's a beautiful, beautiful song. So I would like you guys to do that. I love sharing my musical tastes with people. Or let's see if you guys want to check out another one. Tiffy, this one's for you. So look up The Birthday Massacre on YouTube. On YouTube, you guys, look this up. They're going to be music videos. The Birthday Massacre, the song is the name of the band. The song is called Superstition. They are totally not. The first one, Human Nature by Voltaire, is going to be what I'm playing at the wedding. But I think that the Birthday Massacre Superstition, the song Superstition definitely describes me a lot. And if you can understand that, then you can understand me. Or you can also look up, I'm just going to abbreviate them, the Birthday Massacre, use TBM, look up the song Beyond. Beyond is really beautiful. And it definitely explains the kind of personality I have and the outlook I have and my own, what's the right word for it? I guess you can say my own spirituality. Because when I was a kid, and you're all going to think I'm crazy, I used to get what felt like deja vu, but I know it never happened before. So, I mean, and it definitely passed and stopped happening, but there was instances when it would happen, and I remember a specific incident was I saw this kid come into a room before we ever met him, and the teacher told him exactly where to sit, and I could see him vividly in my head before it happened. You know, I had a very clear picture of what he looked like to this day. I still remember he was pale, goth kid, hair like a ponytail, but it was all in braids, like cornrows, and kind of like a juggalo almost. And they told him exactly where to sit, and a few seconds later it happened. So that was like a very specific incident that had happened. I know it happened a few times, things like that, and I would say that those are very mild, mediocre premonitions, but like I believe everybody has that to a certain degree, and so that's partly why I'm Wiccan. So yeah, gotta go. Hope everyone has a good night. Thank you for the live stream. Good night. Oh, so Ragava Hio, but so yeah, that's. I sound like a crazy person the more I talk about myself, but that's just how I am. Love from Korea. Aww. I want to know I'm pronouncing that right. Raghav Popka? Oh, sweetheart, no, I'm not that kind of girl. I'm sorry. No. I'm not a foot fetish person. I'm sorry. No. Why? Oh, man. Like, I appreciate the love, but no thank you. Nice to see you again, Arby, and take care. Sleep well. This is not that kind of stream, you guys. If anybody wants that kind of content, go to FetLife. Okay? I mean, I appreciate all the love and support, but I will not be showing anybody my feet, regardless of the fact that they're normal. So, no, I'm sorry. You know, it's just not my deal. It's not my bag. But yeah. So now you guys you can see my highlighted comments. Those are some songs I really like. So those are really cool songs. Birthday Massacre, yes, I listed them twice. I've met them actually. They're very, very nice people. Very sweet people. I love the girl who sings. Her name's Chibi, which means small in Japanese, even though she's a little white girl. And she's a very sweetheart. And they're just all really, really nice guys. Like, the rest of the band is fantastic. I'm very fortunate. I've met a lot of the artists that I listen to, and I think that's what makes me happiest. I think the most fascinating one still to me is Voltaire, because, you know, he's very goth. He's such a hardcore goth. He's in his 50s, and I know that Disney wanted to work with him at one point, so that was pretty cool. But he, unfortunately, couldn't come up with the content that they wanted. Like, he was writing the script for songs for them, and like certain things, like the song Mechanical Girl was one he wrote for them, but apparently they actually didn't want a song about a girl, and they didn't want it about anything animatronic. So that was interesting. Hi, Noelle. Sorry, I'm gonna keep a little quieter because I just heard my son stir. He might be a little, might be waking up a little, so I should be a little quieter. But yeah, you should totally look up on Instagram. I would say look this up if you can, if you have the time. Look up Aurelio Voltaire. I'll type his name in here. Awesome artist. Aurelio Voltaire. I know he's tried to work with Disney a few times. He's awesome. Oh, I hope that's not the case, Tiffy. You know, I'm kind of used to Johnny Depp being Jack Sparrow. Hi, Noelle. So, RVing, are you still here? They probably left. But yeah, did anyone look up any of this music at all or no? Just curious. And if you do, let me know. Oh, okay. I hear the doggo shaking his collar. What time is it? It's 11:25. Wow. Yeah, Ryan is a bit of a weird choice, but then again, heck, Disney decided to adopt Deadpool as like their bastardized stepson, so who knows? It's like we'll take him under our wing, but he's not one of us. He's not one of us. He's not family friendly, but we'll take him in anyway, which I find really funny. No. I don't know. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna start getting ready. I'm gonna pack it in for the night. I think it's time because my dog is awake and walking around the house, and I heard my son stir a little bit, so I might be going to bed. Good night, guys. I appreciate you guys hearing me out again and listening to me just ramble and rant. You guys take care. Bye. Good night.